What is up, world-class athlete? In today's video, we're gonna be breaking down the keys to unlocking the Alcaraz power on the forehand, breaking it down for you into 3 very simple step-by-step checkpoints. And the best part is that, especially if you feel that with your game, you've hit a plateau, that you're having to focus on like 10 different things when you hit your forehand, I've broken this down into just 3 basic drills that you can do by yourself with a hitting partner or with a ball machine. So let's go and dive right in to the first drill, where the most important thing that you want to focus on is we're actually not going to hit any balls, but rather focus on just achieving the world-class forehand backswing checkpoints, whether it's Carlos Alcaraz, Novak Djokovic, Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer. Every single top player in the game is going to achieve 3 step-by-step checkpoints that you're gonna master right now. And I'd encourage you to actually have a racket out, and we can do these following along. Where the first checkpoint you wanna focus on is with your racket grip nice and relaxed and loose, focus on aligning your right arm with your right hip, just like that. The second checkpoint is that with that right arm in line with your right hip, you wanna focus on raising the tip of your racket above your hand. What this is gonna do is put you in an extended wrist position, which is the exact same checkpoint that you want to achieve when you make contact as you accelerate, just like that. The third and final checkpoint, and a common mistake to look out for that I've been able to implement and transform players' forehands in the past, is emphasizing and ensuring that your shoulder is 45 degrees internally rotated. That's what causes this racket tip to be positioned out at that 45-degree angle that we see all the world's best players achieving. What this one checkpoint alone is gonna allow you to do is now notice how as I accelerate my arm going forward, that's gonna naturally cause my racket to flip. Whereas conversely, if my racket was already all the way back in this position, when I accelerate, I wouldn't be able to generate as much spin. It'd be more of a flatter shot. Whereas if I have that checkpoint of the 45 degrees, that's gonna allow me to generate so much more effortless spin and allow you to dominate with your forehand. So from those 3 key checkpoints, you're just gonna focus on using your visual feedback, right? Because so many players, if this sounds familiar to you, is like you learn a new checkpoint, you get really excited to go out and apply it, but then you just find yourself making the same mistake over and over again. It's because you lacked a robust feedback mechanism to ensure with 100% confidence that you're actually implementing it. So we're gonna use our visual feedback, where you're gonna focus on, okay, is my right arm in line with my right hip? Is my racket above my hand? And is my racket tip pointed away from my body at that 45-degree angle? And just using your eyes, like actually watching, okay, I see my arm is in that checkpoint, and I'm gonna accelerate up and away, and I'm gonna be very relaxed. And what I encourage you to do is execute anywhere from 5 to 10 shadow swings. Then, without using your visual feedback, you can then set up a camera, execute the exact same swing, imagining as though you were actually playing in a match, really feeling it, visualizing yourself playing at the highest level, and then validate. Once you master that, we're now ready to go on to drill number 2. Let's dive right in. Where in this drill, we're gonna be relying on video feedback again, because that's gonna give you that confidence of actually being able to break through, because you're gonna be able to know, am I actually doing it? Or do I actually need to go back and focus more on the key technical checkpoints again? And what you wanna focus here on this drill is we're just gonna start in that checkpoint and be very fluid, just focusing on ensuring that we're starting from that checkpoint and our arm is pulling up and away. And from working with literally hundreds of students online and in person, I can tell you that when you implement these 3 basic checkpoints that we just covered, your forehand is gonna feel so effortless, it's gonna feel so powerful, and you're gonna feel like, wow, I'm finally unlocking that sensation. I finally know what it's actually like to play like how the pros play, where I just feel this huge force and I'm feeling so confident, and ultimately you're gonna be able to level up from this checkpoint and just generate so much easy force every single time you play. Once you've mastered that, we're using that video feedback. We've emphasized our checkpoints. We've emphasized our arm going away. Let's now go into the 3rd and final drill that's gonna allow you to unlock that world-class backswing checkpoint and finally break through with your forehand. And if you've been loving these drills so far, what I'd highly encourage you to do right now is click the link in the description to learn about the world's #1 most revolutionary, transformative system that you can use step by step to actually ingrain not just this backswing checkpoint, but a world-class unit turn, a world-class 2-part acceleration, contact, follow through, all into your unconscious muscle memory to be that player at your club with those dominant, effortless forehands. So now let's go ahead and close with this third drill. But again, to get access to the whole system, just click the link in the description to learn about that for free right now. In this third and final drill, we've now implemented a 10%, 20% smooth acceleration path. The last thing is just one focal checkpoint that's gonna piece it all together. And what I've seen such a common mistake with the hundreds of players that I've worked with and transform their stroke is that when they're actually gonna accelerate, they'll decelerate from their upper arm and they'll actually accelerate using their wrist and their forearm to create a weaker shot just like that. Versus if we look at Alcaraz, especially from a side angle, notice how when he accelerates, if we look at specifically his shoulder to his elbow, you'll notice that as he follows through, those parts of his body are actually accelerating through the ball at contact. And what this is creating is so much more easy force and power because your arm is gonna be traveling all the way out and forward through the shot as opposed to decelerating. So in this last step-by-step drill, you're gonna focus on accelerating from that checkpoint and not decelerating until your arm is all the way stretched across your body, just like that. And just feel amazing, feel confident, starting from that checkpoint, extending out. I'm just focusing on that one follow-through checkpoint every single time. Hitting out, feeling amazing. Oh, great feeds. Feeling so confident, setting up, absolutely crushing it. Feeling spectacular. All right, world-class athlete, I hope you guys are so fired up to get out on the court with your favorite hitting partner, ball machine, or by yourself. I just want to encourage you, no matter where you're at with your development, get out there, focus on one technical checkpoint at a time. It's just a matter of time before you're blasting those world-class ATP forehands. I'm so excited to be your coach, where you can click the link in the description so we can work together to get you to that world-class level. Good luck.